Hi, this is Alex from TrainerDay. Today I'm going to show you the concept of W prime balance. I'm going to just come into create workout here. I'm going to create a very simple workout, 1 minute, 100%. This line here represents 100% of FTP, and this little segment here goes to 100%. Anything below your FTP or is pretty much almost exclusively using your aerobic energy system. So when you do workouts that are over 100%, then it starts to use more of your anaerobic system. So if you're doing 103%, well, that's still mostly aerobic, right? It's pretty much going to be aerobic. But as it gets up there, especially 120 plus or whatever, even 110, or if you have a lot of intervals, then it, uses more of your anaerobic system. And so FTP is all about aerobic system. If you want to maximize workouts for your anaerobic system, then it needs to take a combination of FTP, which is basically critical power. It's when we design workouts, we need to take into account what's called our W prime. So W prime is a limited amount of energy. It's a certain number of calories or joules. You can only go over your FTP, let's just say at 130% for a certain amount of time, and you're just going to run out of energy. It's going to be a relatively short amount of time. It's going to be a minute or 2 minutes or something, or 3 minutes. When you've used up that energy, then you just have to rest, right? You have to go under your FTP, probably noticeably under your FTP for a while, recover that energy back. W prime here, what you do is you start out by using this calculator, or if you know your critical power in your W prime, you don't need to, but you do a test and do as hard as you can for 3 minutes. Let's just say 3 minutes. It could be 2 minutes, could be 4 minutes, whatever. And see what average or normalized power you can do for that 3 minutes as hard as you can. Try to keep it pretty consistent and do the same for like a 20-minute test. What's your best 20 minutes or what's your best 18 minutes or some kind of longer effort like that, that you really were going as hard as possible, right? And so once you know those numbers, then you come in here, you click calculate, and you say my critical power is 168, my W prime is, and I can say 168 and 14,000. And I can see this little line showing up because we have W prime bal turned on. You can see this little line showing up. And because this is over my FTP, this means your energy level is going down. You're running out of that store. And then as you get back down to this recovery, then it goes back up again and your energy level gets back to full. Your anaerobic energy level gets back up to 100% again. So this is especially useful when you're doing intervals. So now let's just do like 5 intervals of 1 minute each at 120%. And then let's do 1 minute at 50%. So now you can see it goes down, it recovers, it goes down, it recovers, it goes down, it recovers. As this dotted line gets down, so let's change this to 130%. As this dotted line, we can get off there. As this dotted line goes down and it starts getting below this line and especially as it gets close to the bottom, it gets really hard. It's like, it feels like I just can't do any more. And if you do 150%, right, it takes me all the way down to the point of that I've hit 0. Now, that 0 is just a mathematical guess as to where your actual energy level is going to run out. It's pretty close and pretty accurate, but you may find, that this 14 kilojoules is not perfectly accurate. Maybe it's 15, maybe it's something else. Ultimately, this is how you can design a workout to take you to your maximum level of fatigue. And then you can compare it and try it and say, oh, did I do it? Was I able to complete it? Could I do a little bit more? So if it's under FTP, it doesn't affect your W prime balance, right? If it's over FTP, then it will take your balance down. So then if we come into TrainerDay here and we look around at any given workout, like this workout, I can see also here that if I'm 168 and 14 kilojoules, then this workout takes me down to a pretty low place, meaning I'm pretty tired, but not dead. And it just keeps getting a little bit lower and then it kind of flattens off. This would be a very hard workout for most people. Now, if I only had a 10 kilojoule, this would be basically an impossible workout for me. So it's not only dependent on your critical power, but it's also dependent on your W prime. And this dotted line is called your W prime balance. It's the remaining balance you have left of your W prime energy source. People also call that anaerobic work capacity, right? Or AWC, right? So anyway, so that's the basics of how you can use this tool to design really hard workouts that take you to your maximum fatigue levels. And you could do that either in a single interval, right? I can take a single interval for 20 minutes and put it at 120%. And there's no way I'm going to be able to do that, right? Even 110%. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that for 20 minutes. Can I do it for 10 minutes? Maybe. So 10 minutes at 110%, slightly possible I could do it. Not very likely, but slightly possible. Anyway, or that could be 3 minutes at 150%, right? So I can't do that, 140. Could I do 3 minutes at 140, 3 minutes at 130, 135? So I could probably do 3 minutes at 135 if I have a 10 kilojoule limit at 168 watts. So that's it. Thank you.